Hello all and welcome to this AWS tutorial. In our tutorial today, we will learn how to transfer data from Salesforce to Amazon S3 leveraging Amazon App Flow. Prep for this tutorial. Please go ahead and create an empty S3 bucket named Salesforce Accounts Data. Now this is the name that I will be using in this tutorial, but feel free to create an S3 bucket with any name that you like. Once your S3 bucket has been created, go ahead and sign up for a Salesforce developer account at https://developer.salesforce.com. Okay, now to create this particular developer account, you don't need any credit card information or anything of that sort. It's a straightforward sign up. So feel free to go ahead and create this developer account. Once you have signed up for your developer account, go ahead and log into your account. So these are the basic pre-prep that you need. So now let's get started. So let me switch to my Amazon console. So this is my Amazon console right here, right? And as you see, I've created this particular S3 bucket, and this S3 bucket is currently empty. Okay, so go ahead and create a similar bucket at your end as well. Here is my developer account for Salesforce. So this is the developer account. I have not made any changes to this account. It's just the out-of-box account that I have logged in and kept. Okay, and this is my home page or the landing page. And what I need you to do is you need to go to accounts over here and then go to all accounts. And there are 12 records. So this is the default or the sample data that comes with any developer account. I have not made any changes. So if you create your developer account, you will also get similar data, right? Okay, and the other thing that we will do is we will now go to Amazon App Flow. Now, before we get started and we create a flow, I want to highlight this to you, right? So Amazon App Flow is a fully managed integration service that lets you securely transfer data between SaaS applications and AWS services. Use Amazon App Flow to automate your data transfers in just a few minutes, and that is with no coding required. And we will actually see shortly that you actually don't need to write any code to transfer the Salesforce data that we just saw to Amazon S3. Okay, so let's get started. So click on Create Flow, and we will give name to our flow right here. So I'm going to say Salesforce to S3. Okay, so this is going to be a name. I'm going to copy that in description. Scroll down and then click on Next. And let us select the source. Now in our case, the source is going to be Salesforce right here. So select Salesforce and then click on Connect. Now this is basically the screen where you need to provide your Salesforce account information. So I'm going to give the same Salesforce to S3 as the connection name. Click on Continue. Okay. Now, if you've already logged in and you've kept and your login is active, okay, then it will not ask you for the username password. But if it does, then do provide your username password and then continue further ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and give my username password over here. I hope I remember the password correctly. Okay, so send me a text. So I'll get the code and then sign in. Just hang in there, guys. So I provided the code and I'm continuing further ahead. So this is what you will get, okay? This is the next screen. So in case you've already signed in, then you will come directly to this screen. If you are not already signed in, then provide your credentials and go further ahead and then come to the screen where it is going to ask you to whether allow access, yes or no. So I'm going to say yes. So go ahead and allow access and you should be connected to your Salesforce, right? And then we will say Salesforce objects and then go ahead and select account over here. But before we do that, see the number of objects that are available. You have probably the entire object list coming up over here, right? So we are going to select account in our case. So go ahead and select account. And then we will select the destination details. So in our case, the destination is S3. And then we will scroll further down, choose our bucket. So this is our bucket right there. And at the bottom over here, you have flow trigger. Now, either this flow can run on demand or it can run on schedule, right? So for this demo, I am going to run this flow on demand. So I'm going to select run on demand and then click next. And here it is basically asking us, do we want to map the fields manually or do we want to upload a CSV file with map fields? So I am going to select map fields manually. Okay, so scroll down and then go to this drop down right here and it asks you basically map all fields directly. So click on that. And once you click on that, the fields over here at the bottom should populate. So do that. And our fields have been populated at the bottom. So we have approximately 66 fields. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and select all of these and basically say, or maybe just go ahead and click on select all 66 mappings. That will make it easier, right? And then scroll further down. And here you have some validation options, right? So in case you want to add some validations. So let me switch back to our data. So this is our data right here. And if you see this particular record, which is the 7th record over here for pyramid construction, this record does not have a billing state or province, right? Rest all others do. So what we will do is we will go ahead and set up a validation over here, okay? Saying that if billing state province, okay, this is the same field as this field right here, which is empty. If this particular field is missing or null, okay, which it is in the for that particular record, then we want to ignore that particular record. That means we don't want that record to be considered as part of this data transfer. Okay, so click on next. And then if you want to add any filters, you can certainly add filters over here as well. Now, I'm not going to add filters over here, but remember that if you add filters, only those records that will match the filter criteria, okay, will be extracted out. Now, in our case, we have 12 records. Out of that, this particular record will not meet our validation criteria. That means we have 11 records that will still match our criteria. Okay, so I'm not going to add any filters for this particular demo. So click on next. And then we have all of the information right here. So scroll down. Okay, and then go ahead and click on create flow. So flow has been created successfully, as you see right here on the top. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to go ahead and run our flow. So click on run flow. And our flow is currently running. It takes a few minutes for this flow to complete. So please be patient when you do this on your own. So our flow has been completed successfully. And as you see, it took about 5.64 seconds, which is not that bad. Okay, and it processed 12 records. Of course, we were expecting it to process 12 records and it should have extracted 11 records for us. So let us go ahead and see what has been extracted for us. So this is this particular URL right here. So go ahead and click on this URL. And there is this folder. So click on this folder. And here is this particular file that was created. So go ahead and click on download. And this file should have the extracted information, right? Okay. Now this is actually, if I have to go and rename this, this is actually a JSON file and we can actually look at it. Okay. So if I open it up in Notepad, you will be able to see all of this JSON content right here, right? So this is one record with all the 66 fields. So let me do one thing. Let me try and open this in Excel if possible. So if you want, you can always open it in some form of JSON editor as well. Okay, so I'm going to try and open this file in Excel. Okay. So this is our file right here. And as we were expecting, we can see 11 records, right? And if you see over here, that particular record for pyramid construction, this record was ignored. But we did get the remaining 11 records right here, right? So we have the remaining 11 records extracted out successfully. Okay. So guys, I hope that this particular tutorial was helpful. Amazon AppFlow is a very powerful service. Do feel free to explore this further ahead. There are several options. You can leverage this particular service with any SaaS application, right? To extract its data and populate into S3 or Redshift or wherever you like, right? There are a bunch of options that are available. Even Snowflake is one of the options. So do try it out to explore this service and let me know. And I am going to take your leave now and I will see you shortly in some other video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.